Hey, what's up, everyone? You're here with Goran and Ashley from PickDawgz. Thank you for joining us. I know you missed us last week. We had to skip the last week videos. We've both been feeling kind of under the weather. There's something going around, definitely, but we are all better now, and we are ready to give out. Well, Ashley is ready to give out some bet builders and goal scorer props and whatnot. I'll chime in when I see a good one that I'm willing to take. So you can expect some extra free picks from myself. But we have some interesting games here. We have some interesting bet builders and some bonus picks from Ashley from those smaller leagues in Europe. Before we get going, you can get our premium picks on the pickdawgz.com website or simply by clicking the links in the description of this video. And of course, leave us a comment and make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Actually, we are kicking off this weekend with a great matchup in Bundesliga on Friday. We have the German top team Bayern hosting Werder Bremen, and that should be an interesting one. The total is set very high, and everything is so juiced. So we definitely have to look for some value somewhere. And I like the way you found it, actually. I like your bet builder here. So why don't you give it to us?
Yeah, with Bayern, this one's pretty straightforward. I'm going to take them to win and over 3.5 goals, and we're just going to combine that with Luis Diaz to have 1 plus shot on target. So getting that at -120. Bayern, it's tough to find value in theirs, like you said, that are usually such huge favorites. Taking over 3.5, something I don't do a lot, but six straight Bayern matches have seen at least 4 goals. So I feel pretty confident in that. And Diaz has hit 1 plus shot on target in 9 straight, and that's including for club and country, but the majority of those are for Bayern. So I actually even just stopped counting after that point, so it could be more than 9. So yeah, at -120 on these huge road favorites to do what they've been doing 6 matches in a row, I love this play.
Yeah, definitely have to look for some value somewhere. I mean, even all the players that I'm looking, all of the Bayern players are pretty juiced. Uh, I don't know who's going to be playing, who's going to get some extra rest because they're playing in the Champions League next week.
Right.
But maybe Michael Olise to get 2 plus shots on target. It's -130. I think that also maybe as a single is definitely worth a shot in this game. That's it for Friday, Ashley. We are moving on to Saturday now, where you have a bet builder in this game between Brentford and Manchester United. And I feel like this is the bet that you've taken the last couple of times, and it actually hit all the time so far.
Right. So in this one, I'm going to be isolating one player to do two things for us here. So we're going to isolate Bruno Fernandes of Man United, and we're going to take him to have 2 plus shots. Make sure you don't select shots on target, just 2 shots. Doesn't matter if they're on target or not. Combine that with 2 plus tackles. We're getting that at even money. We did hit it last week. It was like +130, so it's lost a teeny bit of value, but this should be around -150, -160. So I'm glad to take it at evens. This has hit in all 5 matches to start this season. And if he's sitting on 1 shot, the good thing is he also takes penalties. So yeah, love this play at even money.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about anybody being rested because United is not playing in Europe at all.
Right.
So definitely a lot of value there. I don't know what else I'm looking for here. I mean, it's so inconsistent, this Manchester United team. You never know who's gonna be doing well, who's gonna be poor. But I mean, Sheshko has 2 plus shots on target at +138, but I feel like he could be on the bench for this one. Um, I don't even know who else is there. Maybe Mbomo to get 2 plus shots on target. It's -109 or something like that. So he could be in the starting 11. I mean, he will be in the starting 11 since he's healthy. And then Cunha, of course, 2 plus shots on target at +150 is definitely worth a sprinkle as well, in my opinion. Moving on actually to another game that we have in Bundesliga. This was a Saturday, and this was very interesting. I personally have goals in this one, in the other video, and it's the matchup between Gladbach and Eintracht. Uh, Eintracht has been involved in so many high-scoring games. I feel like you have to take goals in their matches, but you of course have a bet builder for this one, or you actually have two separate picks, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, and I didn't list that in this video, but I also am on goals, and I don't do too much studying with Frankfurt right now. This is literally an auto bet, the one that you played, taking overs. Yeah, they are just overs machine, scoring, conceding, just a team that's super consistent to bet right now. But the two that I'm going to take in this one, so we're going to take Kan Uzun, anytime goal scorer. It's plus 162. It dropped pretty quickly. When I took it, it was plus 175, but I would take this guy all the way down to plus 120. So we're still getting a lot of value here. And he scored in 5 straight for Frankfurt. So, no need to belabor that issue. And as far as a bet builder, we're going to take Uzun in this one, but just for him to get 2 shots. Yet again, they don't have to be on target. We're going to take Frankfurt just to score. And then Frankfurt draw double chance, so it just means to win or draw, right? We just need them to avoid defeat. And they've scored in 12 straight in all competitions. And Gladbach in their 4 matches to start the league have only scored in 1 of them. So I love the value here at Uzun usually kind of fires at will, and I definitely think Frankfurt score. And I can see them winning outright, but I like getting at these odds of minus 111, getting that protection right up in case they draw.
Yeah, definitely. With so many scored goals and shots that Eintracht takes, I mean, Uzun is their their highest graded player so far this season, with an average score of 8.23. Not even their top scorers or strikers or anybody else has it. So he's been the guy that's been carrying this team. I think he's going to be in the starting 11. Whether or not he plays the entire match, we'll see, because they are playing in the Champions League next week. But that doesn't mean that they don't want to win out of this one. So Uzun to score for Ashley as a separate bet at plus 162, and then Uzun to get 2+ shots. Eintracht to score at least a goal, and Eintracht to not lose this game at minus 111. Moving on to Serie A, actually, where we actually have a nice surprise in Serie A this season with Como, who's been doing a very, very good job. But then again, Cremonese on the other side hasn't been that bad either. And in the head-to-head games, there's been plenty of goals between these two.
Right, both of these teams are, kind of sneaky. I would, if I had to bet one to win outright, I'd go with Como. They seem to be, they're getting a little bit more attention lately. I think people just see the name and kind of think they're going to be just able to walk all over them, but that's not been the case. So, in this one, I'm going to focus on one of their main players, who I love, Nico Paz. He just shoots the cover off the ball way more times than not. Usually just shoots randomly, puts a few on target. He's even scored in a couple. So yeah, I love this guy. We're going to take him to get 3+ shots, and then we're going to take him to get 1+ on target, right? So we just need one of those to be on target. And we're just going to combine that with Como to score. They are actually decent size favorites in this one. So getting this at minus 127, I think this might be my most juiced play of the show, but I absolutely love it. So in 4 of his 5 starts, both of these lines have hit for Paz, and Como have scored in 5 of their last 6. So yeah, I think that's still good value, even though it's minus 127.
Yeah, for those of you who maybe don't know, Nico Paz is the team that plays for Como, so you don't have to search for it. And they are at home in this one. Oh, I actually like a goal scorer prop in this one, and that is Morata to get a goal. He also plays for Como. It's plus 138. I mean, he's most certainly going to be in the starting 11, and he's a type of a striker that finds himself in a good position. And I think pretty much a lot of balls will go towards him in this game. So I'm going to take Morata to score at any time. It's plus 138 on my book. The last couple of games for Saturday actually are the matchups in the French Ligue 1. The first one being between PSG and Auxerre. And you seem to be all over PSG in this one, which I understand because they were absolutely miserable against Marseille a few days ago.
Yeah, that Marseille match really pissed me off. I want to say something like 24 matches or something that PSG had gone in league play without scoring. But yeah, so I'm going to kind of lean on that one too. I think that they were embarrassed. I think you're exactly right. And at home here is huge, heavy favorites, I think, versus Auxerre side. I there have been a couple of matches where PSG have won 1-0, but I don't think this is going to be one of them. So I am going to take PSG to win. I'm going to combine that with over 2.5 goals. And I'm also going to take combine that to get better odds with PSG to have 7, so over 6.5 shots in the first half. And that's at minus 128. I think that PSG will come out in this one. They're typically a team that shoots the ball a shit ton anyway. But I think with that last miserable match that you alluded to, I think they come out firing early and often. And I love this combo at minus 127.
Yeah, I think that they will definitely try a little bit harder than against Marseille. But then again, I'm not as confident as you are in this game, simply because PSG is playing against Barcelona in the Champions League next week. They already are missing Dembele because of an injury. I'm not sure how much they're willing to risk against Auxerre here in a league that, let's be honest, has been an automatic win for them over the last few years. So I
Yeah, that's
personally
fair.
don't
I
have a
think
pick.
that if it was against, any of the top tier teams, I think, yeah, your points are valid, and they still might be. I just think with the quality of competition they're playing, I'm willing to take a shot at it.
Yeah. I did not have a good free pick in the other video for this game. I don't actually have it here, so this is gonna be a no bet game for me. Maybe even this next one that we have. Actually, we have Lorient and Monaco. What do you have in this one?
So for this one, we're just going to take 2 legs to this one. Pretty straightforward. We're going to take Monaco, draw double chance, so just to not lose, and then we are going to combine that with both teams to score. And getting that at minus 125, I think, is really good odds. So to start the season, Monaco have won outright 4 or 5, and in this one, obviously, we just need them to not lose, and as opposed to Lorient, who have 1 win since the season started. And but the reason I kind of like the value here at minus 125. So Monaco, even though they've won 4 or 5 to start the season, they've also conceded in 4 of those. So I could see. I like sometimes these sides that aren't quite as good if they play the somewhat bigger names, which Monaco is. So you know that they are going to give effort. And I mean, with Monaco conceding in 4 or 5, I could see Lorient sneaking a goal here.
Yeah, I mean Monaco has been garbage. They were actually embarrassed in the Champions League as well last week. So I don't know what to think about this team. Like I said, this is probably another no bet game for me, so I won't even bother looking for a pick. After the Sunday games, guy, actually we have the matchup between Barcelona and Real Sociedad. That's the one you chose. Barcelona, like I said, playing in the Champions League against PSG. I believe that game is on Wednesday since they are playing on Sunday here. Uh, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of rotations. This matchup for both of these teams.
Yeah, you kind of froze up, so I
Okay.
didn't hear. I didn't hear the last thing you said. So I'll just dig into it. Yeah, with them playing in the Champions League, this one I will say, this one is probably like I like having all plays that I look at and I just love. Right, this one I like, but like Goran said, with possible rotation and things, this one might just be one. Just if you play it small. I wouldn't go crazy on this one. What I chose is Barcelona to win and over 2.5 goals. And for Barca team total to have at least 6 shots in the first half. And at minus 116, that's not bad. But yeah, like, I don't know. With Champions League coming up, I don't love it. So this is one I was looking at kind of marking off. So yeah, maybe just skip this one. I don't, like I said, I like it, but I don't love this one.
Yeah, this is personally just a watch game for me. If I had to go with a player prop, it would probably be Lewandowski to score a goal at any time. I'm not sure what he's priced at, but he hasn't scored a goal in a while. He got back from the injury a couple of weeks ago or so, and he's definitely due for a good performance and a couple of goals, maybe even more than that. So maybe Lewandowski as my free pick in this one. Barcelona to win over 2.5 goals and Barcelona 6+ shots on the in the first half at minus 116. That's Ashley's bet builder for this one. In Germany, Ashley, you selected Union Berlin and Hamburger SV. They are playing, and Union Berlin has been doing really well, especially at home this season. And surprisingly enough, they are scoring a ton of goals. So I definitely love your pick for this one.
Yeah, I think this is the first time in my life I've ever taken an Union Berlin team total. And like you said, they've been scoring goals. And to me, getting their team total over 1.5 at -105, I was shocked when I saw that price. I thought it would be at least like -140. So pretty straightforward. They've scored 2+ in 3 of 4, and Hamburg have conceded 2+ in 3 of 4. So getting this at -105, this is simply, if it wins or loses, it's fantastic value, and it's just attacking a really bad line on a home team that's playing really well.
Yeah. The last game that you've selected actually is in Serie A. This is the game between Pisa and Fiorentina. That's also on Sunday. After this one, guys, we are moving to the 3 bonus picks that Ashley has from those smaller leagues. But what do you have in this one, Ashley?
Yeah, kind of a little lesser popular match that a lot of people might ignore, but I love the consistency of the picks I've got here. So I have Mandragora, who plays for Fiorentina, have him to take 2+ shots, and he has hit that in all 3. He started in 3 of the 4 matches, and he's had at least 2 shots in all 3 of his starts. And then we're going to go with Caracciolo to have 1+ tackle. And he has had a tackle in all the matches this season. He's actually had 2+. So if you wanted to up that and get a little bit of plus money, I think there's a really decent chance that he gets 2+ tackles. But yeah, we'll just take him at 1 since we're getting good odds. And then Fiorentina just to score. We don't care if they win. We don't care if they lose. And we're getting that at -115.
Yeah, and Caracciola plays for Fiorentina as well, if I'm not mistaken. Does he?
No, he plays for Pisa.
Oh, he plays for. Oh, right. He's their central defender, so he definitely gets tackles everywhere on the pitch. And yeah, I definitely like the idea of pushing him to 2+ tackles as well. I think he's gonna get the chance to get 2+ tackles easily in this game. Off to the bonus picks, Ashley. The first one is on Friday. Am I correct? Yes.
Yes.
It's the matchup in the Portuguese Primeira Liga. We have Benfica and Gil Vicente, and you have a goal scorer prop in this one.
Right. I'm just going to take Pavlidis here. He's been on fire. He's scored in 3 of his last 4. He didn't score in the last match, and I was on him in that one as well, which he pissed me off. But he did have 6 shots. He had a couple on target. He had a big chance miss, and they were huge favorites, and they actually ended up drawing. So I'm hoping he comes into this one a little bit disappointed with himself and pissed off that they didn't take 3 points there. Yeah, big favorites in this one too. So getting him at -110, I would put him more around -130. So yeah, I like the value on that.
Yeah, he's on fire, except when we take him to score a goal, then he sucks and does nothing.
He scores, and
Uh,
then I take him and he doesn't. So
yeah,
do
I
what you
guess
will
he's
with
up
that.
to now. The last 2 games, last 2 bonus picks actually are on Sunday. The first one is in the Norwegian Elite Serie, and you have HamKam versus the Rosenborg matchup, and you also have a goal scorer prop there.
Yeah, my last 2 plays are going to be well, all bonus picks are going to be goal scorers. So Rosenborg here, they've been scoring a lot of goals, and yeah, they are slight road favorites in this one. I'm going to go with Islamovic, anytime goal scorer at +110. He scored in 8 of his last 11. I've hit this guy quite a few times. So, yeah, he's made me a decent amount of money. Just someone I never hear anyone talk about, and he just knows how to find the back of the net, whether they're underdogs or favorites. So I do love the fact that they are slight favorites here. And scored in 8 of 11 plus money. Yeah, I'll take that every time.
The last game is in Swedish Allsvenskan League. We have Halmstad versus Hammarby, another goal scorer prop.
Right, we're going to take Bissara here to score, and I also think he should be around -110, so we're getting some positive EV here. He scored in 5 straight, and Hammarby our favorites. This guy's just in fantastic scoring form, so yeah, like I said, I don't think we should be getting plus money at all. So as soon as I saw this one, I fired away at that.
So Besara plays for Hammarby.
Hammarby, yeah.
Yeah, there you have it, guys. That's it for this video. Thank you for joining us. Some interesting player props, some interesting bet builders. Always fun to play those. Maybe go with a bet builder instead of a classic parlay. And especially if you have some heavy favorites in the game as such, you can get a lot better price when you when you have a bet builder. But hey, thank you for joining us here, guys. It's our pleasure to do these videos. So make sure you subscribe, leave us a comment, and we'll see you soon with more free picks.